What would you do if your large, powerful, and lightning-fast king of terriers suddenly spotted the neighborhood cat, sitting quietly on the garden fence and instantly took off like a rocket ship, completely ignoring your frantic screams, while dragging you face first across the muddy grass yard? Hi, welcome back to Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and today I am gonna guide you exactly how to stop your Airedale Terrier from chasing cats, using incredibly simple, step-by-step training methods. Airedale Terriers are absolutely famous all over the world for their courageous hearts, their striking wiry coats, and their immensely loyal personalities, but they are also famous for possessing an incredibly intense, hardwired instinct to hunt small animals. Many frustrated owners bring an Airedale into a home with existing family cats, or simply try to walk down a busy city street, only to find themselves locked in a non-stop physical wrestling match against their dog's wild hunting desires. It is not that your Airedale is being a bad, mean, or malicious dog, rather, they are simply reacting to a deep biological drive that has been carefully bred into their DNA for hundreds of years. To truly solve the frustrating mystery of why your Airedale Terrier wants to chase every single feline that crosses their path, we must first look closely at the fascinating evolutionary history of this rugged British breed. Developed in the 19th century by working-class citizens in Yorkshire, England, these large terriers were specifically created by crossing Old English broken-haired terriers with powerful otterhounds to hunt water rats, track game, and guard property. This unique genetic blend means your Airedale possesses the intense, fiery determination of a classic terrier combined with the incredible stamina and tracking drive of a large hound. When a cat suddenly runs across the yard, it triggers a primitive reflex inside your dog's brain, called predatory motor pattern, which instantly tells them to chase, catch, and grab the moving object. This sequence happens automatically, before the dog even has a chance to think about your commands or remember their house rules. The first simple step to conquering this dangerous chasing habit is to establish absolute environmental control and complete safety boundaries inside your home using sturdy physical barriers. You must never allow an untrained Airedale Terrier to simply run free around a cat, hoping they will just learn to get along on their own over time, because a single mistake can result in a tragic injury. You need to install extra tall secure pet gates with built-in small cat doors throughout your hallways, creating dedicated safe zones where your feline can easily escape and rest completely undisturbed. These gates allow both animals to see, smell, and hear each other from a distance, without any physical contact, which naturally helps desensitize your dog to the cat's daily movements. You should also ensure your cat has plenty of high vertical spaces, like sturdy cat trees, wall shelves, and high countertops, so they can walk across a room completely out of the dog's physical reach. Creating this permanent infrastructure of safety prevents your Airedale from ever practicing the bad habit of chasing, which is vital because every single successful chase makes the behavior much stronger. Our second simple step focuses on introducing a highly effective training tool, known as the long line leash, which allows you to safely manage your Airedale's movements during the initial training phases. You should purchase a strong, lightweight nylon training leash that is roughly 15 to 20 feet long, and attach it firmly to a supportive, padded chest harness on your dog. While inside the house or out in the yard, let your Airedale wear this long line, so you can instantly step on the strap if they decide to make a sudden dash toward the family cat. This tool acts like a reliable safety net, ensuring your dog can never successfully complete a chase, while allowing them enough freedom to make choices that you can actively praise or correct. Make sure you never tie this long line to a standard neck collar, as a sudden stop at high speed could cause severe, permanent damage to your dog's fragile neck bones and long spine. Using the long line correctly gives you absolute physical control over every situation, allowing you to train with complete confidence and peace of mind. The third critical step in your training program involves mastering a brilliant focus exercise, called the look at that game, which scientifically rewires how your Airedale's brain reacts to seeing a cat. Instead of allowing your dog to lock their eyes onto a cat and enter a state of high-energy hunting arousal, you will teach them that seeing a cat is simply a magical cue to look directly at your face for a delicious treat. Start this exercise at a very safe distance, perhaps 30 feet away, where your Airedale can see the cat, but remains calm enough to hear your voice and accept food rewards. The exact second your dog looks toward the cat, say a clear marker word like yes or click a training clicker, and immediately hand them a piece of high-value meat like hot dog or roasted chicken. Repeat this process until your clever Airedale looks at the cat and instantly turns their head to look at you, expecting their delicious reward. Slowly decrease the physical distance between the animals over several weeks, always moving at a pace where your dog remains completely calm, cool, and collected. Our fourth step involves teaching your powerful Airedale Terrier a rock-solid, completely non-negotiable emergency leave-it command that can instantly stop them mid-motion. A reliable leave-it cue tells your dog that they must immediately turn away from whatever object they are looking at, whether it is a dropped piece of chocolate, a smelly piece of trash, or a running neighbor's cat. You should practice this command daily using low-value items first, like a piece of standard dog kibble placed under your shoe on the living room floor, rewarding your dog heavily with premium liver treats whenever they look away from it. Once they master this basic level, gradually increase the difficulty by dropping toys, walking past distraction bowls, and eventually practicing the command while the family cat is visible across the room. When your Airedale realizes that turning away from a tempting target always results in a jackpot of amazing rewards from your hand, they will happily choose to obey your voice. The fifth crucial step to ensuring long-term success is to provide your large Airedale with a massive amount of healthy, legal outlets for their intense hunting drives, through structured biological fulfillment. You cannot simply erase an animal's natural predatory instincts through training. Instead, you must redirect that powerful energy into safe, appropriate games that fully satisfy their soul. Investing in a high-quality flirt pole, which is essentially a giant, sturdy dog toy that features an enticing fleece lure attached to a long bungee rope, is a brilliant way to achieve this fulfillment. Take your Airedale out into a wide, open field and safely swing the flirt pole around in circles, letting them chase, stalk, and catch the moving lure with all of their athletic might. During this intense game, weave in your obedience training by commanding them to drop the toy and wait calmly before you start swinging the lure again. Draining their predatory energy through this fun, legal game completely satisfies their natural desire to hunt, making them significantly calmer and far less reactive when they see a cat later in the day. We also need to look closely at a major phase of the training process, which involves using specific relaxation protocols to teach your high-energy terrier how to remain completely calm and settled in a single spot. Airedales are famously busy dogs who love to constantly patrol the house, and their high state of daily arousal makes them far more likely to explode into a wild chase at the slightest movement. You should train your dog to go to a specific place, like a comfortable, elevated dog cot or a soft blanket located in the corner of the living room, and remain there quietly for extended periods. Use a slow, rhythmic stream of tiny treats to reward them for lying down, relaxing their muscles, resting their chin on the floor, and simply watching the household activity without moving. Practice this place command while your cat is securely locked in another room first, and slowly progress to having the cat walk around the room while your dog remains glued to their relaxation mat. Another brilliantly successful strategy for managing an Airedale's chasing habit is to master the art of loose leash walking and strict attention healing during your daily outdoor adventures. When you are walking down the sidewalk, and a stray cat suddenly darts out from beneath a parked car, a dog who is already pulling hard on the leash will instantly launch into a full-scale chase. You must train your Airedale to walk perfectly by your side with a loose, draping leash, keeping one eye on your face, and matching your exact physical pace step for step. Use frequent, unpredictable changes of direction during your walks, turning around in complete circles, or suddenly reversing your path to teach your dog that they must constantly pay attention to your movements. If your dog spots an outdoor cat ahead, immediately perform a sharp turn away from the distraction, rewarding your terrier heavily for turning their body with you, without barking or lunging. Maintaining this high level of engagement during outdoor walks ensures that you can safely guide your large dog past any unexpected feline triggers, without a chaotic physical struggle. As we continue to implement these simple steps, we must also address the critical concept of threshold management, which is the exact distance at which your dog loses control of their brain. Every single Airedale Terrier has a unique invisible boundary line. If a cat is 40 feet away, the dog might just stare quietly, but if the cat moves within 10 feet, the dog will explode into a barking, lunging frenzy. Your absolute goal as a professional trainer is to always keep your dog working far below their explosive reactivity threshold during every single training session. If your dog begins to whine, growl, stiffen their body, or refuse to take treats from your hand, they have crossed their threshold and are completely incapable of learning anything new. When this happens, do not scold or punish them. Simply step on the long line, calmly guide them backwards away from the cat, until their body relaxes, and resume training at a much safer distance. We must also look closely at a very unique and vital rule, which is that you must never, under any circumstances, use harsh physical punishments or painful correction collars to stop your Airedale from chasing cats. If you yank violently on a choke chain, use an electric shock collar, or scream angrily at your dog the moment they look at a cat, you are creating a dangerous psychological association. In their smart minds, the dog will connect the sudden, sharp pain or frightening noise directly with the sight of the cat, leading them to believe that felines are dangerous creatures that cause bad things to happen. This negative association quickly transforms a simple, natural hunting desire into deep fear-based aggression, making your Airedale want to attack and destroy the cat to protect themselves from the pain. Gentle reward-based training teaches your dog that cats are wonderful harbingers of delicious food and calm energy, which naturally eliminates the emotional desire to bark, lunge, or cause harm. Patience, kindness, and clear communication are the ultimate keys to building a safe, peaceful relationship between your pets without causing unnecessary fear. It is also highly useful to understand that properly socializing your Airedale Terrier from a very young age can do absolute wonders for preventing cat-chasing habits from ever developing in the first place. If you are lucky enough to bring an Airedale puppy into your home, you should immediately introduce them to dog-savvy cats, who are completely comfortable standing their ground, and will not run away in panic. A cat who stands still, arches their back, and lets out a sharp hiss will instantly teach a curious puppy to respect their personal boundaries, completely deflating the pup's desire to treat them like a fun toy. Reward your puppy heavily for showing calm, polite curiosity, like a gentle sniff of the tail or a quiet look, while instantly redirecting them if they try to bark or play rough. If your Airedale grows up realizing that cats are just normal, boring members of the household rather than exciting prey animals, they will naturally ignore them as adults. Early, positive socialization lays a flawless foundation for a lifetime of household harmony, saving you from hours of intensive behavioral modification down the road. Another incredibly valuable step in your training journey is ensuring that your cat's emotional well-being and natural confidence are fully supported throughout the entire process. A terrified cat who runs screaming across the room at the mere sight of a dog will instantly trigger even the most highly trained Airedale's natural instinct to chase. You can build your cat's confidence by feeding them delicious treats on their high vertical shelves, while the dog is relaxing quietly in their crate across the room. Use specialized feline calming pheromone diffusers around the house to reduce overall household stress and help your cat feel completely safe and secure in their environment. When your cat realizes they have plenty of safe escape routes, and that the dog is completely under control, they will begin to walk across the room in a slow, calm, and dignified manner. A calm, slow-moving cat is significantly less interesting to a terrier's hunting brain, which naturally reduces the overall tension in the room, and makes your training steps much easier to achieve. It is vital for every pet parent to realize that stopping an Airedale Terrier from chasing cats is a beautiful journey built on endless patience, consistency, and deep mutual trust. You are sharing your life with an incredibly noble, courageous, and independent working breed that carries a rich heritage of hunting excellence deep inside their bones. Their fierce desire to chase small moving objects is not a behavioral flaw, or a sign of a mean spirit, but rather a vibrant expression of their absolute zest for life and athletic power. When you take the time to build a rock-solid leave-it command, play motivating games with a flirt pull, and guide their energy with kindness, your whole relationship will completely transform. You will find that the initial chaos fades away into perfect peace, allowing you to enjoy a beautifully integrated family, where all your beloved pets live in complete safety. The ultimate secret to stopping your powerful Airedale Terrier from chasing cats is to transform your daily environment and training routines into a highly structured system that honors their biological drives while enforcing safety. Always establish total physical control inside your home using tall pet gates and high vertical cat trees, and never train without a secure long-line leash attached to a padded chest harness. Master the look at that game, to reward your dog for calmly looking at you in the presence of a cat, and build a rock-solid emergency leave-it command, using premium liver treats. Fulfill their natural predatory instincts safely using an interactive flirt pull outdoors, and use dedicated place training to teach them how to relax completely on a soft blanket inside. Avoid harsh physical punishments that create dangerous fear-based aggression, focus heavily on early puppy socialization, and actively build your cat's confidence to eliminate frantic running movements. Thank you so much for watching Paw and Order. My name is Carl, and I hope these professional steps help you build a safe, quiet, and perfectly peaceful life with your beautiful companion.